Venezuela versus USA. Oil, power, and the 72 hours countdown that could reshape the world. The next 72 hours are critical, not only for Venezuela, but for the future of the world you live in. What are you about to witness is not breaking news. It is history accelerating in real time. This is not a Latin American crisis. It is not a domestic Venezuelan issue, and it is certainly not a humanitarian intervention. This is a global power confrontation over who controls the world's largest energy arteries and who decides the price of war, and whether sovereignty still exists for nations sitting on strategic resources. If the United States succeeded in imposing decisive control over Venezuela, home to the largest proven oil reserves on earth, the shock waves will not stop in Caracas. They will reach Tehran, Moscow, Beijing, Tel Aviv, Riyadh, and every economy tied to oil and the dollar. This movement is about supremacy, the petrodollar system, war affordability, and whether America can still restructure states without firing a single missile. Tonight, on Global Affairs Tonight, we expose the full historic arc and hidden calculations and the dangerous future scenarios behind Venezuela's role in the next phase of global confrontation. Stay with us because what happened next will not stay in Venezuela. It will be a world story. Venezuela before the storm, American oil jewel. For much of the 20th century, Venezuela was not an adversary of the United States of America, it was a pillar of American energy security. By 1940s, Venezuela ranked amongst the world's top oil exporters. US companies controlled production, refining, and logistics. Venezuela crude powered American industry, US military expansion, Cold War supply chains. Caracas was pro-West, anti-communist, and economically obedient. Even after oil nationalization in 1976, the structure remained intact. Oil traded in dollars, US technology remains dominant. Political elite stayed tied to Washington. Beneath the surface, the system was rotting. It produces massive inequality, hollow democracy, elite capture of oil wealth. Venezuela was rich, but its poor were excluded. History teaches us a brutal lesson. Oil states that exclude their population eventually explode, and this has happened. Hugo Chavez and the Oil Rebellion. 1999 to 2013, Hugo Chavez did not merely win an election, he redefined sovereignty. Chavez declared oil as a weapon of independence, rejected IMF and World Bank disciplines, expelled US oil executives from the country, redirected oil reserves towards social program. But the red line was geopolitical. Chavez forged alliance with Cuba, invited Iran into the Latin American continent, coordinated with Russia and China, openly challenged US unipolar dominance. In Washington's strategic doctrine, this was intolerable. In 2002, a coup was removed Chivas for 48 hours. It failed. That the future transformed Venezuela forms a different and difficult partner into a symbolic enemy. From that moment forward, United States objective became more clear: containment of the country, reversal of economy, and eventual removal of the government. Oil was no longer an economic commodity, it became a geopolitical front line for both the countries. Post Chivas Venezuela 2013 to 2018, economic war without bombs. After Chivas' death, Nicolas Maduro inherited a state under siege, then became the perfect storm. Global oil prices collapse, internal mismanagement, and escalating external pressures. Washington changed its tactics. No invasion, no marines, and no declaration of war. Instead, the financial strangulation was carried out. Sanction escalation exerted severe oil export blockade. This was siege warfare for the 21st century. The goal was explicit: collapse the economy, fracture society, and force regime implosion. The humanitarian toll was immense, but sometimes unexpected happens. Venezuela did not surrender. It survived through barter trade agreements, sanctions, invasion networks, Iranian fuel shipments, Chinese and Russian financial channels. Sanctions did not break the state, they radicalized it. The Guaido operation, when regime change went public. In 2019, Washington abandoned subtly. Juan Guaido was declared interim president. This was extraordinary. A sitting government which is controlling territory, commanding the military, state-operated institution operation were conducted regularly, yet the United States of America recognized someone else as their leader. A dangerous precedent was set. Sovereignty could be overridden by recognition alone, but the plan collapsed. Now, question remains why? Because the military held, external allies intervened, sanctions lost their stock values. Guaido faded from relevance, but the strategy did not disappear, it evolved. Why Venezuela is central to global energy strategy in 2026. Venezuela today holds the largest proven oil reserves on earth, having crude critical for the United States Gulf coastal refineries. Strategic proximity to the American shores now understand the deeper calculation. If the United States gain decisive influence over Venezuela, Middle East oil become less critical. Persian Gulf disruption risk decline. War with Iran become economically survivable. Global oil prices leverage increase and the petrodollar system is reinforced. This is not speculation, this is strategic planning. Venezuela is not a prize, it is an insurance. Insurance for sanctions wall, regional conflicts, greater power confrontation. Iran, Israel, and the energy war equation. Now connect Venezuela to the Middle East. If Venezuelan oil is secured, Gulf infrastructure loss become manageable. Oil price shocks are absorbed, escalation costs drop dramatically. This directly affects US posture towards Iran, Israeli strategic calculation, and regional deterrence dynamics. A US bogged down in Venezuela weakened Israeli strategic depth. A US victorious in Venezuela lowers the threshold for confrontation elsewhere. This is why Venezuela matters far beyond Latin America. The 72 hours countdown. Two strategic futures now stand before Washington. Future 1: US control regime restructuring succeeded, energy leverage expanded, economic warfare is validated, global sovereignty erodes. Future 2: US quagmire, resistance hardened, resources drained, global credibility weakened, multipolar defiance grows. History will decide which path prevails. Venezuela as the global precedence. Venezuela is no longer just a country on a map, it has become a test case for economic warfare, a signal to the global south, a measure of how power will be exercised in the 21st century. If Venezuela is restructured through pressure and coercion, it tells the world that sovereignty is conditional and resistance is punished. If the United States becomes trapped or drained, the message reverses. It tells the world that American power has limits, that defiance is possible. that a multipolar order is not a theory but reality. What happens next will define the future of energy control, the true cost of war, and the credibility of the global power projection. This is not a Venezuelan movement, it is a global turning point. Venezuela is not just the target, energy is the weapon, and power is the prize. You are watching Global Affairs tonight. Stay tuned, stay engaged, and stay awake. Here, geopolitical is exposed, power is decoded, and the future is controlled. Head on, subscribe.